And yes, indeed, we're going to round out Wave 2 of the Transformers Legacy United Deluxes with Gears. Gears was a long time coming. People expected him way back in Kingdom. And then we didn't get him in Legacy, we didn't get him in Evolution, and then we did get him in United. I will note this now because a lot of people have had concerns about it. When you see this guy on the shelf in package, it'll look like he's missing his chest. His chest is actually packed and down in the side in some of that tissue paper. Fear not. You may have to check for the tissue paper, but he actually comes packaged without his chest piece on. Weird, I know. Nevertheless, Gears will be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that is in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And yeah, this is Gears. This is Legacy United Gears. And he is pretty splendid, honestly. I didn't know what to expect here. And I was fine with the Generations one, although, to be fair, that one didn't have a thigh swivel. The head sculpt wasn't exactly right. The alt mode was a little stylized. It was no mistaking it was Gears, but it was definitely something that felt more, I guess, G1 toy accurate, or going for that aesthetic, more than G1 animation accurate. And I do like animation accuracy. How is this guy going to fare? How is this guy going to stack up? Is he, in fact, a quintessential version of Gears? Well, we're going to find out together when we head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And man, oh man, the latest Legacy United wave has been fantastic, really, for the most part. I have thoroughly enjoyed Shard. By the way, we're going to finally show Shard combined with Gears in this review, as I promised in the Shard review when I didn't show it there, because I didn't have Gears at the time. Love Silverbolt. I think that Sandstorm is an excellent offering, but it's definitely not leader class. It's just, it's not enough there to be leader class. I mean, get it, but get it on sale. And now we have Gears, who is pretty great. But before we look at him, let's look at the packaging first. And we have our typical Legacy United packaging. Gears in his vehicle mode on the front. Over here, our Grumpy Gus is, well, grumpy looking. Over here, we have our usual artwork for this packaging. And on the back, of course, we can see him in his alt modes and whatnot. His chest does open. What a shame that all that molded detail is in there, but not picked out in paint. I've seen a couple of people do custom paint jobs. I'm not sure. Time will tell. But that's it for the box. Splendid, simple instructions, very easy to follow. Here's Gears with the Shard bits. These are the 4 rotors of Shard. These are the 2 blasters that kind of go on the forearms of Shard. By the way, these things I have down on the feet. In stock photos, they're on the side of the leg. I can't at all get them to stay on the side of the leg. The pegs are nowhere close to long enough. At least I can't do it. And over here we have one of the arms put in on a slot on the side, same when I have this blaster put on over here. And the 2, I guess from the knees down, lower legs and feet of Shard right there as, I don't know, a shield or something, if you think this is cool. Here's Gears' nicely molded black blaster, no paint on it. We have a 5mm peg on the side, and of course for the handle. Love the magazine down there too. Here's our Grumpy Gus next to Shard, and you can see he's a bit shorter. He only clocks in at 73 grams, all in. A bit small for a deluxe, but maybe he makes up for it with everything else. We'll see. And with his former self, I guess, his legend self, this is still an excellent offering. I got this for $7.99 Canadian. Granted, no waist, no thigh swivel, it's not perfect. It certainly isn't exactly what we would call animation accurate, but honestly, if your idea and your thought is, hey, I'm just going to keep the Legends Class 1, I totally get that because it's still fun, functional, fantastic. But let's get into this boy, okay? I'm going to move him over here a little bit, and we're going to start right away with his scores and his look. Why not? Just to get in a little closer on our guy, starting from the feet, working our way up. The entire lower leg should be red. So having the blue on the side and back is not accurate, but I understand why it's there. It's for transformation. The thighs, yeah, gray. The pelvis and hips, red. The gray right there at the very lower tummy, that's correct. The chest detail with the Autobot logo and the silver and the red, all correct. Same with up around the head, the silver face and the silver on the sides, all correct. The red head, correct. The blue arms, correct. The gray fists, correct. The gray elbow, not correct. So the gray elbow and the blue down here, though that's a necessary evil. This is quite good. And here's the thing. It definitely captures the silhouette, but he can also open up his chest and all of that details in there. I wish we had paint on that. If you took away the mask, you should have put the paint in there. That would have been traded value if you ask me. But I'm not going to get angry because it is molded in detail and we don't often get that on parts that we don't regularly see. In the package, this chest is not attached. At least it wasn't on mine. It was in the tissue paper on the side. So if you see this on the shelf and you're like, oh no, he's missing his chest. It's probably not. It's probably just on the side. So in terms of looks, it's really strong. It really is. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. It's quite good. What about the articulation for the guy? Let's do that next. By the way, his blaster slots in right there just fine. We have a head that goes left, right, up, down, all around. The arms can go all the way around. Butterfly back, butterfly forward, which is kind of cool. T-pose all the way out to the sides. We get a wrist swivel. We get double. It's for transformation, but we get a double jointed elbow. Love that. Love seeing that. Waist free flowing all the way around. Legs, I mean, well out to the side. I mean, they can go all the way. Well forward. All the way back. Thigh swivel. Super duper deep knee because of transformation again. And really, I mean, crazy deep ankle tilt. So it has a little bit of mask on, but man, oh man, the extra molded in detail and the wildly good articulation. I'm going to say 10 for the articulation, by the way. Really, really, really makes you feel like, yes, you are getting value for money. No doubt about it. So a 9 and a 10, 9.5 for Gears. He's fantastic so far. Okay, so let's do the transformation and then get out of here. I'm going to take this off. By the way, they say to put this like on the side or something. I'm not. I'm going to store it underneath the vehicle, personally. If you've seen the underneath storage, then cool, you'll know it. If you haven't, well, this will be a chance for you to see it. So, where do we begin? I guess we're going to pick that off the back and we're going to pick this down off the front. And I'm going to point this out now. You should have, when you open these out, you should have two smaller tires here. No, two wider tires on the back here and two smaller ones up here. Some of these have been misassembled, where a fatter tire is on the front and a thinner tire is on the back, and it causes balancing issues in vehicle mode. So just something that you might want to take note of yourself when you get yours to double check. Now, let's do this. So we're going to fold up a arm here, and it folds in on the body. Cool. Now you'll notice the way the hand is. I'm actually going to take this arm and turn the hand this way. I'm still going to fold it up, and I'm going to fold it in, but you'll notice I got that hand left there. The front of the vehicle comes all the way up over, and when we do so, we actually have a little tab here and a little tab here that goes into a little tab hole here and a little rectangular tab hole here. So we're going to bring all that up, and we're going to tab all of that in. Now you'll notice I have a hand hold right there where I'm going to use the side peg, and I'm going to, is it the side peg I use? I think it's the side peg I use. Hold on. Actually, it might be better if I put it in first. Let me put this in the hand first. There. And now let me fold it all in. And now let's peg all of this on. There we go. There we go. Peg all that in. And now this, like, it's stored underneath, a la Earthrise or Selects Trailbreaker, for example, or Hoist, for example. Okay, so with that done, we can come here and with these legs, we can open out and open out those foot pieces. They're going to fold up here and tab in up here. When we do it though, the knee, you'll notice, kind of has two hinges. It's the lower one in the red. We have to fold it up via the lower one to bring this all the way up around. Same over here. We fold it not just at the upper one, but at the lower one. And we should be able to, if we folded it correctly, bring that all the way up around. Then we come down here and the chest, if you haven't already done it, should be up like that. And we're going to bring the bottom up and then the chest, it tabs in on the back. And boom, in the end, here we have Gears in his alt mode, and you can see that all four tires are as they should be. I've stored his blaster underneath and he still rolls like an absolute champion. A 10 for the transformation. I wasn't sure how I was going to react to this guy, but man, oh man, he's really fantastic. Captures the alt mode and the look nice. The only gripe that I have and many have is the chest being here on the back looks kind of goofy in the end, but some people have done some other things with this. They've taken the chest off. Some people have found ways to store it underneath and stuff. I don't know if I need to do all of that right now. Who knows? Maybe. But I am glad that I found some undercarriage storage for that. It's not my thing. I didn't come up with it. A couple of people noted it across social media. I just adapted what they found. Gotta love when the community is genius. 9.5, a 10 for transformation. Overall, this guy's a 9.75. He is one that you should absolutely go for. He is absolutely a blast. And here we are once again, and here Gears is, and you know what, there's a lot here to like, there's no doubt about it. I mean, when you look at him, other than the gray hinges at the elbows, they should be blue, and the blue here on the back of the leg, which I understand because, I mean, the thing has to transform in a logical fashion. I mean, this is about as ideal, I think, as you could want. I was concerned about the movement at the head, but man, oh man, his whole headpiece moves splendidly well, even with a little up and a little bit down. I mean, the double jointed elbows, I get it's for transformation, but what a perk. I was concerned about the size of the backpack, but it really doesn't interfere with anything. I have heard of scratches on these front fenders, so check yours. I don't know why there would be scratches there, but you might want to check yours. Mine are fine. I've also heard, and I explained this in the actual review, of like the thinner tires should be on the front. If they're not, I guess pop them off. Because I've heard of the, I don't even know where the back ones are. Oh, the back ones I think are folded. Yeah, the back ones are here. The thicker back ones, I mean, they're just folded in the chest, but all of these are just like frictioned on over, so you should hopefully be able to change them out if you have the QC issue of mismatched tires. I didn't have that. Hopefully you don't either. Excellent articulation. An almost perfect look, and a really fun, interesting transformation. Like when you unfurl the body like this, interesting things are happening with that torso. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an absolute win. I didn't know what to expect, but man, oh man, he is splendid. Let me know what you think about Gears. Do you think he is a splendid, ideal version? Did you feel happy enough with the previous versions that you just kept it? Ain't no big deal. Let me know what you think about this guy. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you are at it, please hit the subscribe button, stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way right here inside the videos.